Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K. So, on this video, I want to talk about Xbox and the situation that Xbox is in right now. So, let's go ahead and let's dive into this. Let's talk about it. Excuse me. So, one of the one of the issues, one of the problems right now that the Xbox has is actually a simple problem that can be solved. Let's look at their earnings, right? The console sales are down 33%. And why is that? Why are the console sales down 33%? Well, it's simple. You raise the price on these consoles. You're raising a price on a console that it's 5 years old. Okay, that's number one. It's at the end of its cycle, and you're raising it up to $600. And for a 2 terabyte, it's $700. Um, why would people want to invest money into a console that's coming to an end, right? So that's the first problem is your console sales. You need to lower the prices. You need to cut the prices, number one. So that was your number one problem why you couldn't sell these consoles because you were raising the price on a hardware that's from 2020 at the end of its cycle. That's number one. Number two, you raised uh, Game Pass price last year in October to $29.99, $30 a month. Not only did you raise the price on the console, but now you're also raising the price on a Game Pass, $30. So why would people invest and buy and purchase? This is a simple math. This is a simple common sense. And I don't know how Phil Spencer was so oblivious and so ignorant to this fact. How both him and Sarah Bond were so oblivious to this fact. So that's two problems. And there's a third problem. The third problem, which was the biggest problem, was the identity crisis. Identity crisis. We are this is Xbox. Xbox is this. Xbox is your microwave. Xbox is your uh, refrigerator. Xbox is your Casio watch with a calculator. Your calculator, it's Xbox. Everything's Xbox. Everything. Even the universe is Xbox. Everything is Xbox. So it's like those are the three problems. And I don't know how Satya didn't see this. I mean, you were the CEO of a Microsoft, and you did not see this. How did you not? So come on. Listen, they knew what they were doing. Look. Let's be honest. Satya is not stupid. He's intelligent. Phil Spencer is not stupid. He's intelligent. Sarah Bond is not stupid. She's intelligent. They're intelligent. All three of these individuals, they're not stupid, but they're willing to take the risk, and they made a bad decision. And now these are the consequences. I'm sorry, my microphone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. My microphone turned off. It happens. Okay, I don't know how to fix this. And now, because of those bad decisions that you knowingly made a conscious decision to do, now you're facing the consequences. And why would you take that risk? So, why is this all shocking to Satya? Satya, the CEO of Microsoft, you shouldn't be shocked. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You made a conscious decision. I'm sure you know that 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is not 22. You should have known the consequences of what's going to happen if you raise these prices up on a 5 years old consoles. They're coming to an end of their cycle. All right. And then you raise the price of the service on top of that. And then you have this identity crisis. This is an Xbox. Everything's an Xbox. We're the publishers. What do you think is going to happen? The brand has lost its meaning. Well, what is the Xbox then? People were confused. So I don't know how he did not know this. Listen, I don't think Satya is stupid. I don't think Phil Spencer is stupid. I don't think Sarah Bond is stupid. They're highly intelligent people. But they took the risk and they knew the risk. They gambled and they knew that they had not a good cards, but they were willing to play those cards that they were dealt, and they were dealt bad cards, and they were still knowingly willing to take that risk. So why did you take the risk? So, this is nothing shocking. And I think Asha Sharma, when she came in, she was probably thinking the same thing. Well, what did you think was going to happen if you make these bad decisions? She probably told Satya that. She probably told Phil Spencer privately that. She probably told Sarah Bond that as well. I'm sure they didn't like it, but she told them right in their face. I'm pretty sure she told them right in their face. I'm pretty sure. What did you think was going to happen if you made those bad decisions? And it really sucks for Phil Spencer. Like, you're gonna end your career like this. It really, but listen, Phil Spencer only has himself to blame for the way his career has ended. And maybe one day when he does an interview with Ryan McCaffrey, maybe he will open up about his mistakes that he made. But like, dude, come on. Like, you didn't see this. Like, if a like a captain of a Titanic ship, you hit the iceberg, what do you think is going to happen? You should have go around the ice, but no, you wanted to go through the ice so you can get there quicker in New York City. Well, guess what? You never got to your destination, and so many people died. How many people died on that ship? Right? It was the biggest tragedy, and the tragedy happened on my birthday, April 15th. And I'm using a Titanic ship as the one analogy, but it's like the ignorance, dude. The ignorance. Like, the captain of that ship could have saved that ship if he went around. Yes, he would have been late, maybe one day late, but at least he would have saved the people on that ship, and the ship would be preserved. And he could have avoided the tragedy. There was SOS. They send him the SOS. Hey, go around. There's the ice capades coming. Go around. It's the people's ignorance, so people know exactly what they're doing. Okay, this is what, before we get to the what needs to be done to fix this problem, I had to address this issue because people know what they're doing. They're not stupid. You make a conscious decision knowingly to do what you know it's the wrong decision to make. And you still go ahead and you still make that wrong, terrible decision. Okay. So then don't be surprised. Reap what you sow. Anyway, so what needs to happen now? What needs to happen now is these consoles, the prices needs to go down, dude. Let's look at the prices of these consoles. Okay, this is unacceptable. 1 terabyte disk drive, $650 plus tax. That's $700. That's unacceptable. You need to cut the price on this. This needs to be $500. 1 terabyte old digital, $600. Unacceptable. 2 terabyte disk drive, $800. Unacceptable. Might as well buy a PS5 Pro. No, for real. Okay, so why should I buy this? Don't you think it makes more sense for me to buy a PS5 Pro? Why? Because it's a more powerful console. It has better features. Why not? I know a PS5 Pro, it's $900, but might as well. Listen, this is the issue. This is the problem right now. Asha Sharma, if you're watching this is the biggest problem right now. You got to cut the price. This is ridiculous. It's middle of 2026. Next year is 2027. This is the end of the cycle of these consoles. These consoles are 5.5 years old, almost 6 years old, 5.5 years old. These consoles are 5.5 years old, almost at the end of their cycle. And you charging how much? This is unacceptable. And then Satya is acting, oh, we don't know what happened. This is what happened, dude. This is what happened. Cut the price on these consoles. Cut the price. This is the issue. This is the problem. What is there to think about? There's nothing there to think about. Asha Sharma, this is what needs to happen. You need to cut the price on these consoles. Like today, or sometime this year, maybe before holiday season. But this is the issue. This is the problem. Okay, that's it. What's the problem? Well, this you already fixed one problem, lowering the price of Game Pass, and that was a great decision. And also removing the whole, this is an Xbox slogan. That's also a great decision. Now, Asha Sharma, this is the biggest problem. The root of the problem is this. This. You got to cut the prices on these consoles. And then the most important problem out of these consoles is the identity. Only on Xbox. Listen, this is really not that hard to figure out. You don't have to be Einstein. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to work at NASA. Okay. This is very simple to understand. Lower the prices on these consoles. You already lowered the price on the Game Pass service. Now, the only thing left to do after you lower the prices of the consoles, the identity. What is the Xbox? The exclusives. We're not publishers. We are a console and we need to have exclusives. That's it. I'm sorry, PlayStation, but you're not getting our games. What you have is what you have. That's it. If you want to play our games, you need to buy an Xbox. It's really that simple. That's why people buy the Xbox because they know, okay, the only way I can enjoy this, it's on this console. That's this is I don't know why this was so hard to understand. And I don't know how Phil Spencer didn't see this because he wanted to be a publisher. Well, what happened? You wanted to be a publisher? Look what happened. You lost your job. Sarah Bond lost her job. So many people got laid off because of all your stupid decisions. And look where we are right now. That's not a good way, man, to end your career, dude. You ended your career in a very shitty way, man. And now Asha Sharma has to clean up this mess. But look, this can be fixed. It's very simple to fix. All you have to do, cut the prices on these ridiculous prices of these consoles. Cut the price. Cut the price. Look at this. This is unacceptable for a uh, last generation coming to an end of a cycle consoles, dude. People will save the money for Project Helix instead of this nightmare. Are you insane? Lower the prices of these ridiculous of these consoles. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Lower the price. That's number one. Lower the price. Number two, only on Xbox. You want to play E-Day Gears of War? Only on Xbox. You want to play Forza 6, Forza Horizon 6? Only on Xbox. You want to play Fable? Only on Xbox. That's it. You want to play Forza Horizon 6? Drive around Japan? Only on Xbox. You need to buy a console. You want to play Fable? Only on Xbox. You want to play E-Day, Gears of War? Only on Xbox. This is not that difficult. Why am I yelling? Because I'm frustrated. Because I can't believe that Phil Spencer didn't. Okay, the reason I'm frustrated, it's because I can't believe that Phil Spencer is this gullible, it is this ignorant and stupid that to not realize, hey, this is a terrible decision. or Sarabond or Met Booty. This is a terrible decision. I have to point fingers at him because he was in charge. He was the captain of the ship. It wasn't me. It wasn't you. It was him. This needs to be said so that way we can address the elephant in the room and move forward and not make these stupid mistakes. And I don't think Asha Sharma will make these stupid, idiotic mistakes like Phil Spencer did. Stop being a publisher, only on Xbox, exclusives only, and that's it. Lower the prices on these consoles. Jeez, this is really not that difficult. This is nothing there to like. Well, we have to think about it. What's there to think about? This is simple. If it ain't broke, why fix it? All right. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit frustrated because you know why I'm frustrated? This didn't need to happen. Xbox didn't need to be in this situation. It really didn't need to be in this situation. But why is it in this situation? Because of stupid, idiotic decisions. Anyway, sorry. Because I care. Listen, I'm frustrated. And the reason I'm talking like this is because I care. If I didn't give a shit, I wouldn't be saying this. But I'm saying this because I do care. Okay. Anyway, that's the video. Um, I'm sure you guys will agree. This is a common sense. This is nothing to think about. It's a common sense. How do we fix this problem? I'm sure Asha Sharma was like, well, this is easy. Common sense. If it ain't broke, why fix it? Anyway, thank you for watching. And thank you for understanding my frustration. I am frustrated because I love Xbox. And it really is frustrating to see that these stupid decisions were made, and they didn't have to be made. Anyway, thank you for watching.